Hello everybody. So I will be doing chapter 9, which is classes. I'm going to start from page 162 as my peer Yasmin did other ones. So working with classes and instances. So we can use classes to represent many real world situations. I'm sorry, Yasmin, can you hear me?
Yes, Martha, I can hear you perfectly.
Alright,
Thank you.
no problem. So once we write a class, we'll spend most of our time working with instances created from that class. One of the first tasks we'll want to do is modify the attributes associated with a particular instance. So we have our car class. So what this code does is it defines our car class in Python, and that represents the car and its details. So the car class has an initializer method which sets up three attributes for each car object, which is the make, the model, and the year. And then the method getDescriptiveName combines these three attributes into a neatly formatted string. And then an object, which is my new car, is created from the car class using the values Audi, A4, and 2024. And then when you run the program, it is going to print 2024 Audi A4. So yes, so we're going to get this as our result. So setting a bold value for an attribute. So when an instance is created, attributes can be defined without being passed in as parameters. These attributes can be defined in the init method where they are assigned a default value. So with this new code, the self.odometer reading and the definition read odometer self. So it will add a mileage tracking feature to the car class. So each car starts with an odometer reading of 0, and then the read odometer method allows you to display that value. So here you're going to edit in the init method. It will create a new attribute called odometer reading for each car object. Starts at 0 by default, meaning the car has no recorded miles when first created. And then this defines a new method inside the car class. The method displays the current odometer reading mileage of the car, and then print this car has self.odometer reading miles on it. This line will print the odometer reading in a user-friendly sentence. And then my new car dot read odometer. This calls the new method of my new car object. Since odometer reading starts at 0, it'll print this car has 0 miles on it. Then we have modifying attribute values. You can change an attribute's values in three ways. You can change the value directly through an instance, set the value through a method, or increment the value through a method. So we have different approaches. So modifying an attribute's value directly. My new car dot odometer reading is equals to 23. This is modifying it directly, and then if you modifying it through a method, it'll be um, dev update odometer self mileage, set the odometer reading to the given value, which will be self dot odometer reading is equals to mileage. So a new method that takes one argument, which is mileage, and then this will update the car's odometer reading attribute to the value passed in. So when we call my new car update odometer 23, it sets the car's mileage to 23 miles. So this method allows us to manually set or update the car's odometer reading to a specific value. And then we have we can extend the method, update odometer to an additional work, set the odometer reading to the given value, reject the change if it attempts to roll the odometer back. So if mileage is greater or equals to self.odometer reading, else print you can roll back an odometer. Yes, so we have incrementing an attribute value through a method. So we have this code. So this addition allows the car's mileage to be increased gradually rather than being reset. So we have def increment odometer self miles, which will add the given amount to the odometer reading, and then it defines a new method that adds a given number of miles to a car's current odometer reading. And then the line self.odometer reading plus is equals to miles increases the mileage by the amount that will be provided. And then we have the rest of the code. This will create a new car object for a 2019 Subaru Outback. And then we have 2019 Subaru Outback. My car My used car update odometer 23,500, which will set the starting mileage at 23,500. And then my used car read odometer. This car has 23,500 thousand miles on it. And then my used car increment odometer 100, it adds 100 miles to the odometer, making the total 23,600 miles on it. So in short, this code will create a used car with initial mileage. Then it will increase the mileage by 100 miles and displays the updated reading. So it demonstrates how to track both setting and adding mileage. And then we have inheritance. So the init method for a child class. When we're writing a new class based on an existing class, we'll often want to call the init method from the parent class. This will initialize any attributes that were defined in the parent init method and make them available in the child class. We have electric car.py. So class electric car represents aspects of a car specific to electric vehicles. Def init self make model and year. My lead electrician. So we'll start with the car. When we create a child class, the parent class must be part of the current file and must be appear before the child class in the file. And then the name of the parent class must be included in the parentheses in the definition of a child class. And then the init method takes in the information required to make a call. We have the super function, mylif, and then we also have the init method, which defined in the electric car. It will tell Python to call the init method defined in the parent class car. So we provide the arguments Nissan, Leaf, and 2024, and then our result will have 2024 Nissan Leaf. Yasmin, I hope everything was clear on your side.
Yes, Martha, all was super clear. Thank you.
No problem. Thank you.